Recorded Books presents Where Love Abides by Irene Hannon, narrated by Thérèse Plummer. Chapter 1. Blast! Oak Hill Police Chief Dale Lewis slowed as he approached the small pickup truck on the shoulder of the road, facing the wrong way and tilted at an odd angle. His already long day was about to get longer. Stifling a sigh, he took a final sip of tepid coffee and eased his patrol car off the wet pavement. As he settled the disposable cup back into the holder, he scanned the truck, illuminated in the glare of his headlights. Missouri plates, brand new by the look of them, but the truck wasn't familiar. Must not belong to anyone around Oak Hill. He knew most of the vehicles from his hometown on sight. As he keyed the license number into the laptop beside him and waited for the results to appear on the screen, he surveyed the drenched landscape. Considering how dry the entire month of August had been, the area farmers would consider the rain a blessing. The driver of the truck? Not so much. As the person behind the wheel had discovered, the pavement could be dangerously slick around this bend when dampened after a dry spell. It was too dark to see the road tonight, but he'd find skid marks come daylight. When the license information came back, he gave it a quick scan. The vehicle was registered to a Christine Turner, and everything was clean. He squinted at the information on the screen, trying to place the familiar name. Gave up. He was too tired to tax his brain tonight. Lightning zigzagged through the sky in the distance, illuminating the truck. If Christine Turner had been the driver, she must have called a family member or friend to pick her up and abandoned the vehicle until daylight. Hard to blame her. It was pitch dark, and an ominous rumble of thunder suggested the respite from the earlier downpour was temporary. He tapped a finger on the wheel. The truck was far enough off the highway not to cause problems, but the driver should have put the emergency flashers on. Apparently, that job had fallen to him. If he was lucky, the vehicle would be unlocked and he'd be done here before the next deluge arrived. After grabbing his flashlight, he flipped on the spotlight mounted near his side view mirror. He'd give the truck a cursory inspection, take care of the flashers, and call it a night. As he circled the vehicle, two things registered. One back tire was fender deep in mud, and the engine was pinging, meaning the truck hadn't been here long. Otherwise, nothing seemed amiss. Excellent. Completing his circuit at the driver's side door, he tried the handle. Unlocked. Also excellent. In less than a minute, he could be on his way. Dale opened the door, stepped up onto the side bar, and froze. The cab wasn't empty. A woman lay sprawled on the seat, one limp arm dangling toward the floor. Pulse surging, he squeezed into the cab, balancing one knee on the seat as he leaned over her. After pushing aside the shoulder-length light auburn hair that had fallen across her face, he pressed two fingers against her neck. A solid, strong pulse beat a steady rhythm against them, and he let out a slow breath. During his 12 years as a cop in Los Angeles, there'd been too many of these kinds of scenes with far different results. The woman might be injured, but at least she was alive. As Dale set the flashlight down and pulled out his cell, he studied her profile. Caucasian, mid-30s, with a nasty bump on her left temple. No other damage was discernible, but her legs were encased in jeans, and only a sun-browned length of arm was visible beneath the short sleeves of her cotton shirt. It was possible she'd sustained other injuries that weren't apparent. Before he could tap in an emergency ambulance call, the woman stirred and gave a slight moan, her eyelids flickering open. Dale leaned over her again. "Ma'am, please, don't move. I'm calling an ambulance." The soothing tone he used to calm victims in stressful situations didn't work. Jerking her head toward his looming presence, she winced and tried to sit up. He put out an arm to restrain her. "Ma'am, you've been injured. Please."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?